Hello and good evening, folks. How are you tonight, Hershe?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. It was
Good
a
to
cooler
know.
day today. A little bit of rain, not too much, um,
Yeah,
but a lot
it's
cooler.
much better, much better, much better. Hi, Marita. How are you? How is everybody? It's hump day. Hump day, hump day, hump day. Oh, how was your day? What'd you do today?
Um, what did I do? I had a couple naps. Watched a lot of YouTube shorts. Watched some Merlin on TV. Ooh, 57, boy.
Yeah,
That'd be jacket weather for us at this point, wouldn't it?
I would not. I would not like that. I would not. I don't think I would like that. Ooh. Oh. Oh, so it's Wednesday, so we're gonna do shadow work since that's what we do on Wednesdays. So if you would like a read, I join. Or no, I'm sorry, wrong one! Exclamation point, join, no space. Will get you on the list. I think I did. I think I said it right. Other than that, Maruda, how have you been? What was your weekend like? Our weekend was very quiet. My birthday was beautiful. Oh, Maruta. Zishan one. Definitely quiet here, Maruta.
So, Marita, for the conscious, I've got King of Swords reversed. So, are you having um, muddled and clouded thoughts, or just what you're thinking doesn't work anymore for you? Then we have in the middle the World card. It means a completion of a cycle. So, maybe from muddled thinking on to our third card, which is the Ten of Cups, which is the Happy Families card. So if that happens for you, Maria, that is going to be wonderful, wonderful news. And that's your conscious read, and Hershey has your subconscious read.
Okie dokie. Oh, they want one from over here too. 1 second. Every time when I think I'm done. Hi, Just Ree. How are you, sweetie? Just when I think I was done. Okay. they want me to start with there's some soul searching going on, right? You got the Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups going on. So you definitely got some soul searching going on. Now, what is it exactly that you're looking for? What you're searching for? I have no idea, but I think it has something to do and stimulated and around justice, right? So when I think about why they paired that with justice, I have to think about there must be something that's got you very distracted and maybe even some doubt going on about something, right? Because these two kind of fell out and then they kind of went over to the side. So I'm thinking, well, where do they actually go? But then as I'm looking at everything in a whole and I see where they want me to start at, it would only make sense that there's some kind of emotion that has you just a little bit distracted and maybe even a little bit of doubt, right? But we're human. We always, always, always have that. It's natural to have that. There is nothing wrong with it. There is time for reflection, and there's an Ace of Swords that's coming right behind that reflection, right? So when you take that period, that time just for yourself, and you understand that there's something you're reflecting on, there's something that is fulfilling, clarity, and creative that comes next within the next cycle, I think, of the moon, right? So, um, when you throw everything away on the next full moon, right? We just had one recently, but this one from now until then, just start collecting, right? And get rid of everything because that Ace of Swords is promise, right? All the aces are about birthing things. They're promises that the universe will fulfill. And there's is a little taste of what comes with that promise. And there is some fulfillment, some clarity, and some creativeness coming in with this, right? So when you think about all of that and they paired it with the Ace of Swords and the reflection, I can't help but, oops, sorry about that microphone. I can't help but think that everything that you may have a little bit of doubt about right now and even have that distraction is the proof that you know this is good because this comes a dime a dozen. We're used to this. This is everyday life, right? This isn't. So absolutely trust in what they're trying to show you, because there is something that's going to happen behind it. Whether or not it's a unity or not is completely up to you and what you get out of the situation. But there is a possibility of unity and celebration behind it. And that's what I got for you, sweetie.
And Madame Maru has a direct question to you, Hershey. She was wondering if you noticed any effects from the
Yeah.
amethyst and smoky quartz.
So I that's these little doomahickey thingies, right? It's these little thingies, right? Can you see these things? That's these things, right? So I will tell you that my bed, and I can't do that because I have these weird premonition like dreams as it is. I have weird dreams. And it was not comfortable what I was dreaming. So as long as I have them near me, the balance is good and they have this funky like vibration. But if I put them in my pillowcase or if I put them near my bed at night, my dreams are wonky. Wonky. My sleep is even a little wonky. But I love the energy outside of sleep. Yeah, the pebbles are yeah, they're right over here. Here's one of them right here. I got one of them right here. Yeah, got another one right here. Come here. Oh,
Are we
it's all right.
ready for our next reading?
Yes, yes. Hi, Miss Moonlight.
Where'd you go, Hershey?
I don't know. You did it. It wasn't my fault.
I forgot to punch into my text box for my
Gotcha.
next. And we
Just
are
read
ready.
it.
Just read, yes. Jessry is burning the midnight oil. And these cards prove it because she's not giving herself a break. Start out with Page of Pentacles. You know, he's a promise of material wealth and the message bringer on how the kingdom can do that for you. Then we have the Knight of Swords upright. So I think maybe some non-rational thinking is going on and you're jumping to conclusions based on some false information. And then to end it up, we have our Knight of Pentacles upright. And he's the knight that can be hired. He's the mercenary. Um, Jeff calls him the assassin when he's upright. And so when we have the Knight of Pentacles, he's a dangerous character, to be sure. So don't let thoughts make you crazy, because it all works out soon. And that's what I have on the conscious side.
So, Desiree, we have a challenge coming in at first, right? So we have the Five of Wands coming in. That's telling me right there, you got a challenge coming in, right? When you think of the Five of Wands, you have to wonder, why is it always about competition, rivalry, stuff like that? But it is also about the challenge, right? Because we don't challenge ourselves, the universe damn sure will. So what I want you to remember is that you got a Queen of Swords coming in, and she's definitely brutal honesty. But what I want you to make sure is that what they paired it with is what I think is the most important part. So even though there's a lot of honesty coming in, I think the honesty comes in with finances, right? Even though it is for most people a very good card, they paired it for your subconscious with the Nine of Coins, right? So make sure that you're being honest about your finances, but also make sure that as much as you're saving, you're also enjoying it, because you can't take it with you. So make sure that you're enjoying it when you can, splurge when you can, but absolutely make sure you're saving for a rainy day. But make sure that you're being honest about them. There is something that needs to be brought to light. You need to see it in a different way, right? So imagine was in reverse and it was paired with light, right? So there is something that needs to be brought to your attention. So this makes me think that this could be the energy of this Queen of Swords, right? So if it's not about you being honest about finances, then maybe you need to understand that there is something about being grateful and showing some gratitude that needs to be talked about. Also, they got Moon over here blocking lovers, right? So if it is not your partner, then I would say this is about you and you putting, like, kind of keeping your head in the clouds, putting your uh I don't know a good way to say it other than delusional is what I feel like. You're being very close-minded about something, or you're way too off about something. You're being too, like, got your head in the clouds, so to speak, right? So if you are under the optical illusion that there is something when there isn't something, whether you this is about you yourself or about a partner of yours, make sure that you do a little bit more investigating, especially with this queen coming in, about her standing in honesty. And like I said, it either has something to do with finances, or you need to make sure that you're splurging evenly with your spending and your savings. And remember that you need to challenge yourself, because if you don't, life will. And that's what I've got for you, sweetheart. Ugh.
Thanks, Jessry.
Ramon.
Miss Moonlight, you are up.
Miss Moonlight. Oh, Miss Moonlight.
Good.
You're very welcome. Hey,
Hmm,
brother.
this looks familiar, but in reverse from last night. Um, so Miss Moonlight, you're the diligent worker. We start out with the Eight of Pentacles. So you're that apprentice that you're perfecting your skills, you're increasing your speed, um, you're getting into the groove of the learning process, and now it's just muscle memory for you. Then in the middle of this moonlight, we have the reversed Queen of Swords. So I don't know that your thinking is full of clarity or compassion at the moment. So you might want to not send out any emails or messages in the near future. And then we end up good. We end up waiting for our ship to come in. So we put some intention behind the manifestation, and now we're just waiting for the ethers to take care of things for us. And that's what I have on the conscious side for you, Miss Member. And Hershe will read the subconscious.
One second. One second. One second. One second. I just want to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Moonlight.
Okay. I think there's two things going on in the subconscious, right? Okay. So there is a lot of passion and a conflict going on, right? Or a conflict is being fed by passion, right? You have your queen, I'm sorry, you have your Knight of Wands and you have your Five of Coins, right? So along with the conflict and the passion that I think is feeding it, or the at least the emotional attachment to the conflict, I think that is the biggest part of it, right? But there is something on the other side going on outside of that, right? It's not always bad. But what I want you to understand is that everything that I'm about to say has to do with change, immediate change, right? So, okay, so you have the Six of Cups, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Wheel, right? The World, sorry. So you are completing something, but you are definitely changing cycles. You're changing locations, you're changing patterns, you're changing places, people, things, right? There is change coming in for you. And this change could be behind this conflict, right? What I want you to understand is that you do not have to get lost in this conflict. You can understand that there is something worth moving forward about and moving forward to. That's what the Six of Cups is about. But you have to get out of that emotional firing, feeding kind of energy, right? And then you have to understand that this knight coming in for change, for wanting new things, right? They're gonna want to uproot you, and then you got the world. So you will be completing it, but you will be changing something very important. And I would say probably within the next 4 to 6 months, you'll definitely understand what will need to be changed. And that's what I've got for you.
Thank you, Miss Moonlight.
Hi, Nancy. And anybody else, future watchers? You're very, very
Next
welcome.
person, Mosaic.
Wow. Hoo-ah. Hi, Mosaic.
I hear
That's the one.
I hear that you're I hear that you're very conflicted about things. Um, but that's not what we start out with. We start out with the Queen of Pentacles. So you're set on getting material things around you, your house in order, um, but you just don't know that all these conflicts get in the way, and you can find an excuse at the drop of a hat. Then we get to I got 4 cards. I was only drawn 3, so we get to our 8 of Swords, and somehow you feel restricted and bound and blind to situation. So, but I don't see you struggling against your bonds, which sort of look like they might be easy to get out of. Of course, I haven't been tied up like that. Um, so just make sure if you get into that very conflicted state and you are self sacrificing for this and you're suffering, just remember to keep a knife nearby. And then we ended up with the 5 of Cups reversed. So you don't see it as a loss, you see it as a net gain. Even though it might have been rough to go through, you get net gain out of it. And that's what I have for you on the conscious side. Thank you, Mosaic.
So, hi, Mosaic. How are ya? So, we're starting off with something really fast, right? So, we've got the 8 of Wands moving in, right? So, when you think about the quick action, the quick movement that comes with the 8 of Wands, you have to understand that this is usually the universe lighting that fire under our ass that we need, right? But it's because it was asked for, right? So, they paired it with the sun. So this lets me know that it's right now in this energy, this burst of whatever you need to get something done is in route. And also, I pulled a charm for you and I got this gorgeous, cute little owl, right? So, owls are about wisdom and they're about knowledge, right? But what you need to understand is that everything comes and goes in cycles, right? So, when you think about cycles, moon cycles, human cycles, day cycles, night cycles, just cycles, right? Anything that goes all the way in a circle and then all the way back, right? It has a high, it has a low, has an equal and opposite on both sides, right? So remember the cycles as they come in, remember the cycles as they go out, the tides, the waves, all of that. So I think that that's why the main thing that you should be focusing on right now is understanding that whatever it is that's coming in for you that's very quick action movement is definitely approved for you to get something because you do deserve deserve some happiness, and the Sun card is there to show that the happiness is coming, but there does need to be just a little bit of some quick action and happening so that you can sit back and enjoy happiness even better. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Thank you, Mosaic. And thank you, Hershe.
Thank you. And yes, to your question, Miss Moonlight, I love, love, love them. Love them. I love, 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 love them. Ooh, so we are.
Let's see. Sharon Balk Jackson, are you still here? Never had shadow work before. I am excited.
Let us know you're here, Sharon. Oh. All I can do is hand over hand. I don't have the heart to riffle them yet. I know something's wrong with me. I know, but I can't. They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
You
Okay.
don't want to cut any of that gilding off.
This is a different. I mean, it's gilded, obviously, but like this gilded is so like soft.
Is it
It's kind of
soft
muted,
one
like
instead of a rigid
compared to a lot of other
metallic?
gilded. Yeah, it's so soft. Oh my god. They riffle.
So it probably will riffle.
I'll have to take your word for it. I just don't. And I'm a riffle shuffler, and it's just like I just can't yet. I just can't. I can't. I can't. How was your yard work? And yes, Maruta, it is such a wonderful deck. I'm so in love with it. It's so beautiful. I love the artwork in it. Oh my god. Oh, the artwork is wonderful. I love it. Yeah, it's definitely very easy, and I'm sure it'll be durable. And I'm heavy-handed, so I just can't yet. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't reflect.
Well, Sharon, I'm sorry you missed your chance to be on and have your question answered.
Yep, you have to be present. We'll be here for a little bit longer, so if she shows up, we'll pull her back up. But for right now, next. Ten of Wands.
The burden card? Our queue is empty.
Let's see.
Fans, type exclamation point join and get a reading.
Huh?
I'm just
I was
telling
looking
them
for
to hit
Ten of Wands.
the Ten of Wands.
I was looking for
Miss Moonlight was saying something.
Creatures. Yeah, I know. I was looking for it. Like, I mean, come on now. He's freaking adorable. I mean, come on. Freaking adorable. Ten of Wands. Dean.
Some of those
Been
creatures
a while.
are
I haven't found it yet, but I'm still looking. Oh,
some of those
wonderful.
creatures
They're
are
wonderful. Do
very
not talk about
bizarrely creative.
They're wonderful.
So is that the 10?
No, that's the magician.
Okay.
I'm looking for the 10. I haven't found the 10 yet. Oh, I found the 10. I love the 10. I love the 10.
So you got another person
Y'all, come
in a
on.
bear hug in the air?
Where's the legs at? I think the human is the puppet.
But from here, it looks like the puppet
Oh,
is
I
picking up.
do terrible with pairing. The burden is carrying the human.
Yeah. But yeah, when the shadow carries the human's in a really bad state.
Usually, yeah. I suck with pairing Maruda unless
Maybe
it
not
comes.
rock bottom, but
Maybe not what.
well, I think what she was saying is that she found it humorous being illustrated the way it is, where the shadow picks up the burden and carries it, whereas you think you're in control of your shadow, and no, your shadow is a definite driver of behavior.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. See, I didn't see it as a statue. I saw the human as a puppet almost. Like sometimes us humans, we allow the burden to take over, so we become the puppet. We become run by the burden, overwhelmed, and the burden, becomes the scary thing that we create in our head from trauma or just sometimes a heavy load. Like I said, I don't see cards the same way some people do. So we have nobody there.
And Miss Moonlight said, what about a card for the collective?
Card for the collective?
It's like anybody who missed a reading or comes in for another reading, if one of the readings doesn't resonate, maybe the collective message will resonate with them. Oh, Rossi wants a reading, so we're not done. Thank you, Rossi. Okay, Miss Moonlight, can we do the card at the end since we are still having active readings? Hi, Rossi.
See, I thought so too, Miss Moonlight. I thought you were talking about like the card, like specifically the card. Yeah, the card I was showing. Yeah.
Oh, I got it wrong. Okay, got it.
He's okay.
Rossi, may I have a reading? So, Rossi, what's keeping you up at night? We've got the Nine of Swords. So, what's in that funky monkey brain thought pattern that you've got yourself into? Are you telling yourself truths? Are you telling yourself lies? Um, you're you're just not getting any rest because you don't know the answer to the question. Once you figure out the answer, we have the Four of Wands celebrations. So once you figure it out, celebrations arise. But the third card is the Two of Pentacles reversed, and just that reminds us not to go too much all in one way. We got to balance. If there's 2 points, we got to balance 2 points. If there's 3 points, we got to balance 3 points. And the more social people around you in your inner circle, the harder, the more pathways that you can exist in possibilities. So that's what I have for you, Rossi. That's your conscience.
So for your subconscious in your crown, you got the Page of Wands and you got the Seven of Swords, right? So when you think about the page, the impulsiveness, right? The young-mindedness, the youthfulness of the page, you have to understand that this is a very active person, right? They're always wanting adventure, they're always wanting something. But when you got the Seven of Swords coming in here, which is about deception and the thief and just not being honest, right? You have to think about when we were young, right? All of us were young, all of us were dishonest, and all of us have told a lie somewhere in our damn life, right? Well, you need to make sure that in your self check and in your mind, that whatever's happening in the nostalgia part that is making you go back to that youthful, playful place, remember that maybe the reason for it is maybe there's some ownership there. So I'm not telling you to get out your journal. I'm not telling you that you've got homework. What I'm telling you is that the chances are that there is something there that requires some ownership, whether it's yours or not. But what you don't need to do is carry it if it's not yours. So make sure that in your crown, you're carrying only your weight. And the rest of everything going on, I got the Ten of Swords, which is about a rock bottom, right? So when you think about this in your heart chakra, rock bottom, the only thing to do is go up, right? So this isn't the best card we want in our heart chakra, but we have to understand that it's it's not paired with a tower, but the tower is in reverse. So whatever that's coming, it's coming for a very short period of time, but it is going to shake some things up and it's going to challenge you spiritually probably like never before, right? And it may even be slow motion. Just because our head and our heart isn't in the right place, our chariot's still going forward. Life is still going on, right? We have to make sure it's in the same place. But when it comes to a tower in reverse, it's not like it's coming in wham bam and hitting us and we're blindsided. No, this is that one that creeps up on you and you see it coming, but you still don't know where the jump factor is, right? So the jump factor is there, and I think that it has a lot to do with being in a rock bottom situation, some kind of fall, some kind of collapse of something, right? So the bottom thing, what's going on in the roots? We've got the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about having the higher ground, right? It's about protecting yourself. And they what they paired it with is those Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about knowing that this is the first opportunity, that first chance to see a payoff to something, right? So understand that these two cards in your roots is an excellent place to be because your foundation is unpenetratable, right? So yes, you're going to feel it in your heart. Yes, you're going to question it and challenge it in your mind, but you're not going to allow it to shake up your roots. And that is really a good place to be on shadow checks, is having a strong foundation. Those roots look really good and your shadow check looks great. And that's what I've got for you, Rossi.
Sharon popped back in, so I'm trying to get her attention.
Who, what? Hi, Sharon. She's
Sharon
back.
popped back in, so the one who
Hi,
missed her
Sharon.
reading.
Do we have anybody else up next? If not, it can be her. Yeah, Rusty, be very careful. But you're protected, so no worries. You
Ross,
got
I
this.
think Rossi was the last one I had
Okay, so Sharon's up then.
being starred. So Sharon is up, but she hasn't told us that she is stayed here. So
Yeah,
Sharon, if
well,
you're
I see
here,
her
just
saying
say here.
hello. Jane. Jane wanted a reading. I didn't see Jane come in. Jane.
She's
Jane.
right. Okay, Sharon is letting us know that you're still here. I don't know exactly what you wanted us to read for, um, but in your conscious, you start off with the Eight of Cups, and we all know that that's walking away from a project or something that we've invested a good chunk of our life into, or our recent life. Uh, the next card you run into is the reversed Two of Cups. So, are you feeling emotionally drained now that you had to leave that behind? You think of all the invested time that just sort of got wasted by walking away from it. And then your third card sort of confirms that we've got the reverse tower. So it's going to shake your life up for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, and then you'll be right back to um, standard operating procedure, business as normal for your life. But you do have that 3 week period.
My turn.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon, the the automatic AI robot that's being our moderator, he doesn't like capital letters and he doesn't like a bunch of emojis. So don't
Nightbot's a
spam
bully.
emojis. I'd say keep one one emoji per post.
And if he doesn't quit picking on people, I'm going to sick Miss Moonlight on him. And he doesn't like that. So he better behave. Digital dang gone moderators. Bully, bully, bully. All right.
Okay. So Sharon got the message. She's understanding that it's
Yeah.
only a stupid computer program. Oh
Good.
wow.
Good, good, good.
Sharon.
What?
Um, big power. You start with your Ace of Cups, so your emotions. Um, you don't. You want to keep control of your emotions and keep them uh, aimed downstream. You don't want any turbulence. You don't want to cross the streams, as in Ghostbusters. Then we get to the Hierophant. So the Hierophant lets you access being teacher and student at the same time. So teach what you know and absorb what you don't. And once you get that, then you get the keys, possibly to the gates of the heaven. And then, Sharon, you end up with Fool. So um, maybe you're too trusting, maybe you're too eager at new situations. Um, you might want to rein that back in. so it's not just such like a knee jerk reaction. It's that it makes you want to go automatically. Um, Sometimes think of the consequences. And that's what I have for you, Sharon, on the conscious side. And Hershe will read about the subconscious side. Oh, thank you, Rossi. I'll have to
Okay,
get
yes.
together with Linda de Gonzalez.
Okay. So first and foremost, in your crown, what I see is I see a fast talking person, right? I see somebody that is very selfish, very stingy, right? So you have the Knight of Swords, and they paired that energy with the Four of Coins, right? So when you think about the Four of Coins, and you think about this very talkative, very fast moving person, very hustle like, right? And you think about this stinginess, right? I think this person is very selfish and they're only out for themselves. They really don't have anything about you that they want except for what they can gain from you. Be very, very cautious and careful. I think you may even know who this is for this to be in your crown kind of area in your subconscious. I believe you know who this person could be. I also want you to understand that you got Queen of Pentacles coming in, and with Queen of Pentacles coming in, this is about about being resourceful, right? So Queen of Pentacles, not only is she resourceful, she also understands that she does not always have to take challenges for what they are, right? Sometimes they're just an awareness, and I think that's why your five is in reverse. Your Five of Wands is in reverse, so it's not so much a challenge as it's an awareness. You're already aware of this kind of energy that's coming in, or this kind of person that's trying to steal your energy. So be very, very, very cautious, but you're a very reliable person, and your instinct is usually dead on. So be very cautious. So in your roots, you're good, you're grounded, you don't have anything you need to worry about. But make sure that whoever this is that's trying to rent space in your head, get them the hell out of there. They're not deserving of your future or you. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie. I'm not gonna forget Jane. How can anybody ever forget Jane? Never. Well, you should have just hit next or whatever. Jane,
Yeah,
you are
I
still.
did. It says next person in the queue is Rossi, uh, and I
Well,
think
we
we did
know.
ask for second questions.
I'm in your
Uh,
face.
so-
I'm in your face.
oh, well, my goodness! So
All
Rossi, do
right.
you need
Jane,
another
no,
question answered?
it's Jane's turn.
Jane.
It's Jane. Jane, 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 Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Oh. Well, can't make them if they're not gonna fall. Can't make them
So
fall. Oh, oh, oh.
okay, Rossi says she only did join once. So
But
Jane, we start with the Nine of Cups reversed. And so is some of the emotion drifting out of the family? Is our family dynamics changing? And um, maybe generation swapping going on where the parents are now becoming the children and the children are becoming the parents. Um, and then we have the Two of Swords reversed. So I think you're running away from making decisions, and the longer you put things off, the more things will be decided for you. It may not be what you desired in the end. Uh, and then you end with Wheel of Fortune. So you know that life's everyday ups and downs are there for everybody, and the only thing we can do is handle them as they occur, or find somebody who knows how to handle it and delegate the task of ending it. And that's what I have for you, Jane, on the conscious side.
So, in your crown, Jane, there's something that needs to happen very rapidly, right? Something's coming in and it needs a lot of rest, right? A lot of isolation and a lot of one-on-one time, right? So you got the Eight of Wands coming in. We all understand the Eight of Wands energy, right? But they paired it with Hermit for your mind, for your crown, for this up here, what's going on up here, right? So wisdom, knowledge, all of that the Hermit is about is also, if I get my word right, is about inner strength, right? Inner strength needs to come from a place of solitude, a place of quiet. We can't get that if we're always trying to come up with something new, if we're always trying to worry about um, doing something because we thought it was going to be cool, right? We can't do that at all. We have to stay focused on what we are being called to do. So take some time, a lot of it, as much as you need, rapidly take it, like right now kind of shit. Take this time and find out exactly what it is that's all for Jane and just for Jane. Understand that there is more than just closure coming, because I also as well got Wheel of Fortune, and I got it with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So that's about rebirth, right? So you've got the war. I'm sorry, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and rebirth coming on, right? So you've definitely got some closure, some stopping, and also coming back out, right? So you're that phoenix, you're rising back out above. So as you think about what you're rising back out above from, think about everything that you get to take along the way. And holy shit, you got you got the coin and the elephant, right? Elephants don't forget shit, and taking a coin with you means that you can always pay your way and you don't have to worry about bringing something to the table because you've always got your way covered. Looks pretty good. Your shadow is doing really good. That's what I've got for you. And yes, I charms are inspired by the great Jane, but they were a birthday present from Jonathan. Love it.
And thank you, Jonathan, for the cat toys. The cats are um,
Oh,
not leaving us alone.
loving
They
it
know that it's a human powered toy, so they're begging for us to catfish them
all the time.
often.
All the time. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Can't believe it, Mosaic, really.
Well, I'm glad you received confirmation. Very
Yeah,
happy for
and
you.
it's I'm thankful that you share that with us, Mosaic, because confirmation does and validation doesn't mean a lot for us because we don't want to be inaccurate in our readings. So to have confirmation uh, is good.
Any Dave shows? What is Dave shows? What is Dave shows, Jane? And I'm loving the charms too.
Sharon, we did do your reading.
Ringo. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we did do Sharon's reading, so you may have to reverse the timeline to find your reading.
Dave Matthews Band.
And I
Yes, yes, we did your reading. I'm ready. Here. Yes, honey, we did yours.
Shannon, just reverse the timeline and go back and find um, your may have Nightbot. It may have your name on it. It may have me saying join Sharon. So let me see. I think we are to the end here.
We are. Oh, I did not. I saw the question. I didn't answer it. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna get something together and show off some of my goodies and some of my gorge birthday stuff. But I don't have anything ready yet, so I'll get some stuff going. We've got
Jane,
Jane
let us know if
Dunn.
you want a. Yeah, I thought we had Jane done, but just if she wants another reading, we can do it. But I think that's
We already
our
did
last in the queue.
We
Yeah, I
already
know we
did
did.
it.
But I think at one point I said, if you want another reading, you can join again. Okay, thank you. It hadn't happened yet.
Alrighty, everybody.
Uh,
It happened. Your read's in there. Promise.
yeah, just
Yep,
go back
it's
to
in
the
there.
beginning, turn it on double speed, and then when you hit yours, turn it back to normal. Well, thank you everyone for being with us. Thank you, Hershe, as usual, for being my compadre in this
Oh,
art and science.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Miss Hershe,
Absolutely. Yes, I'm here. Absolutely.
um,
Everybody have a beautiful night.
go ahead and tell us what you got coming up.
Let me see. What do I got coming up? Y'all, I am still trying to get sober from my birthday, and I'm not there yet. I'm not sober yet. Tomorrow, nothing. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna do some catch up on cleaning and laundry. Friday, I've got messages from above with Cosmic Blue Avian. Sunday, I'm hoping to be in class. But Sunday is also my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube for 1 year. So I'm a little excited for the second. I don't know what I'm going to do if I do anything. And then I got meta messages coming up on Monday.
And nothing scheduled yet, but I am going to try to step up collaborations, me hosting them, and then me being on other channels with them as collaborator. I've played lazy too long. I have taken a lot of time off here recently, which I need to make up for. So I promise, even though it'll be stepped up quantity, it'll be stepped up quality as well.
Absolutely.
And so with that, I wish you all peace and grace, and give grace to others, and go out and make it a great day. Bye, everyone.
To all you